My 30 female husband, 32 male, took a trip to his hometown to clear his head. How do I handle this? My husband, 32 male, and I, 30 female, have a 3-month-old, and the last few months have been very challenging. Challenging on one end because we have a new baby, our first, and also because of his expectations. Before our daughter was born, he was very involved in a niche sport. Game nights with his friends and going out. Now he wants to get back to all of it all at once without considering me or our daughter. This week he has spent a majority of his time going to practices for his team and going out. Well, when we talked about a few things a few weeks ago, he agreed that we would share the responsibility. That was always the plan, as we both work full time. So I bring up the fact that he's been going out without helping me with the new baby. We didn't have a daycare picked out for when we go back to work, house needs to be picked up, and our baby just doesn't sleep well unless she's held. He got so mad at me that he said he feels unappreciated for what he does contribute, help with feedings, dishes, and laundry, and told me he will be leaving to go to his hometown 6 hours away to clear his head. He left me and our daughter. Now he's sending videos to me of him and his friends going out and having fun together. I don't know what to do about this. I have a meeting with my therapist soon who says he's emotionally abusive and to work on empowering myself. I feel like he deserves to live the life he wants, but not at the cost of my life too. Looking for advice on how to process this. Am I missing something? My husband genuinely doesn't see the problem here.
Update.
Things took a major turn, and now I'm considering filing for divorce in a few months. When my husband returned from his hometown, we had a big fight. He saw nothing wrong with leaving for a few days to spend time with family and friends. I told him it wasn't leaving that was the issue. It was the abruptness and manner in which he left. Turns out, his parents are the ones who encouraged him to leave. I called his parents to get a better understanding of why they thought that was a good idea, especially since I thought we were close. My mother-in-law calls me often, but went radio silent when husband was gone. So when I finally talked to my mother-in-law, she said I shouldn't be so controlling and that he is allowed to have his own life. She went on to ask why I didn't send our 3-month-old with him, and I scoffed. Why would I send my baby with my angry, irrational husband? Basically, the parents think I'm too controlling and their son needs to still have fun and live his life. I never said he couldn't. After that whole ordeal, I remember how guarded he suddenly became over his phone a while back. So I checked it. I found text messages between my mother-in-law and husband talking about me like I was nothing. Every little thing I did, he would report back to his mom, making me look like a monster. I also found out he's been recording me. Turning the baby monitor on me to watch me and baby at night, recording arguments and disagreements too. I feel so violated. He's been sending them to his mother. I confronted him about the texts and recordings, and it got heated. He ended up pulling out his phone and recording me again in the middle of the argument. I snapped and started wailing and screaming. I'm so embarrassed and scared because I've never in my life experienced that type of mental break. The worst part was that he recorded all of it. I hate him for that. I packed up me and baby and left my family member's house. TLDR. Husband left to go to his hometown abruptly after a disagreement regarding responsibilities. Found out in-laws told him to leave me and baby to clear his head. Checked his phone and phone recordings of arguments and me taking care of baby. Confronted husband, and he recorded me again in the middle of the argument. I left to go to my family's house. Thank you everyone for the advice on the original post. I actually listened and will start moving in a different direction.